Hello everyone, welcome back to Bike Matters. My name is Brett and today I'm doing a full road test review on the Sinnis T380 adventure bike. So yeah, this is Sinnis's A2 friendly adventure bike. 380cc liquid parallel twin. Each cylinder has 4 valves, so 8 valve in total, and putting out 36 horsepower. So all very respectable numbers. Now, average fuel consumption so far has been a little bit less than I was expecting, at about 50 miles per gallon. Now it does have a sizable 18 litre fuel tank with about 50 miles per gallon. We know we're going to be somewhere around the 200 miles on an entire tank in range. So all in all, not too bad. Now, one of the first things you appreciate when you get on this bike is its dimensions and its size. It might just be an A2 friendly 380cc machine. However, it's massive. It is a really big motorcycle. The seat height is 820 millimeters, so it's not ridiculously high. I'm only short at 5'6", and I'm slightly more tiptoed, admittedly. But it is a big bike. You look at it and think that's got to be at least a 600. It is a big old thing. Now, it comes in at, I think it's a curb weight of 200 kilograms. Now, I've seen reports out there where other people have weighed it, and it comes in at 240 kilograms. So that's quite a weighty beast indeed. So that's something to be thoughtful of. However, obviously on the road, it doesn't feel heavy at all. It's only really kind of manual handling with the size and the weight. You just have to treat it respectfully. Now, when it comes to the looks, we've got this gorgeous Rosso red, but there's also a satin silver finish also available. Both look great. I prefer the red. Now, it comes with this fixed large windscreen. We've got the crash bars, and for the optional extra is the pannier and top box or aluminium set at the back, which actually only costs an additional £255, which is very cheap for aluminium storage boxes on a bike. Very cheap indeed. Now, if you want to buy the Sinnis Terrain T380 without those storage boxes, it will cost you £4,495 plus on the road fees. With the storage boxes, it's £4,799 plus on the road. So all in all, you're getting yourself a very big bike with a lot of storage options for next to nothing. So how do you fancy saving yourself 20 quid off an insurance policy? Well, it's your lucky day, because if you're in the UK, click the link in the top right hand corner now, and that will take you through to Lexham Insurance, who powers here at BikeMatters quote form. When you complete a quotation, the premium at the end will automatically have £20 deducted, just because you're a BikeMatters viewer. So yeah, a nice little offer for saving £20 directly off an insurance policy in the UK with our friends at Lexham. So let's talk about the dimensions and the size of it. It is huge. We've got those big crash bars, we've got the boxes on the back, we've got the large windscreen, we've got 820mm seat height. It is a big bike, but I'm only 5'6" with short legs, and I can fit and ride this absolutely fine. So anyone who wants to get an A2 bike with a really big bike feel to it and looking towards an adventure bike, the Terrain is really putting itself in that shop window for you, especially at that price point of under £5,000 with those 3 aluminium boxes on the back. Oh, here we go, people. I love this bit of road. Oh yes, we can have some fun. Let's do a brake test, just the back brake. Yeah, you kind of have to be firm with it. The back brake works all right. We'll do a full brake test in a second. Let's do that now. Oh, yeah, so when it comes to the braking, it's absolutely fine. We'll see what it's like when it gets warmed up a bit. But so far, so good with the brakes. We have those 2 large kind of pedal discs or wavy discs at the front with 2 piston calipers. We then have a single disc on the back with a 1-piston caliper, and they do the job really well. So we've only got Roger behind us at the moment, so we'll do another brake test. Yeah, you have to be firm. You have to be firm. But they work fine. And we've got dual channel ABS on this, as you'd expect with it being bigger than a 125. Now the ride on this is very comfortable. The seat it is so nice, and we've got those big upside down forks at the front and the monoshock to the back, and it's given me a really nice comfortable ride, I have to say. It's doing a great job of keeping me nice and comfortable. I have to say, that seat is great. I love the seat kind of position on an adventure bike. That upright tall stance. Arms are comfortable, wrists are comfortable, back is comfortable, bum is comfortable on this seat. There's a really big selling point. Now you do find on the 6-speed gearbox 4th, 5th and 6th are very close together. I'll show you in a second, but you do rattle through the gears on this. It is quite buzzy as well. There's a lot of vibrations from that parallel twin. We're about to get to a straight in a second, and I'll buzz it down there and you see how rapidly I get through the gears. They say a top speed is about 85-90 mile an hour on this, and you're not going to get any more than that. It's really high in the revs to get there. Power on. You see how quickly we got into 6th then. It is a very quick change on this to get there. But that's alright, it's only a 380cc bike. You know the gears are going to be relatively close together. You can tell looking at the T380, that's not so much a adventure bike as in for off-road. It's going to be there as a go-to tourer. But you have to respect the kind of buzzy nature of it. When you're in those revs getting this thing to move, there's quite a few vibrations going on there. It's going to give those A2 riders out there who are going from a 125 to this a really good feeling. It's not mad, it's not wild, but it's a good increase in power. Top speed of 85, maybe 90 at a push. So if we put our attention on the dash for a minute, we've obviously got this large 7-inch TFT display. Now it does like to change its background to about 3 different colours, and it does it whenever it feels like it. Well, it's large, it's clear. I think yes, the design of it could be a bit better, but still at this price point for under £5,000, the display is good. Could be improved, yes, but good for this price point, I think so. There's the odd moment where you get a tiny bit of kind of sun glare on it, but it's not a bad screen compared to many others out there. Now left and right we have our typical dash warning lights. I find when I've got the indicator on in bright sunlight, I do struggle to see the bulb lighting up to tell me my indicator's on. I can just about see it, so it is a little bit tough to see on that one. Now further still left and right, we have a 12-volt charging port to the left, and then to the right we have a USB charging port, so you can have a sat-nav device and your phone charging at the same time if you've got the setup for it. So that in itself is quite a good move there by Sinnis. It's given me such a smooth, comfortable ride. Yes, it gets a bit buzzy at the higher revs, and when you're getting towards that top speed, it gets, you know, you can feel the vibrations for sure. You can feel it slightly in the wrist, but it's not too bad. So it's a bit buzzy when you're really working it to accelerate it and get it towards the top speed. But as you can see, you might be able to see the green flash for the right indicator there on the right hand side of the dash. There's a little bit of a struggle to see. Now the clutch is lovely and light on this, and the gearbox I've had no issues with whatsoever. The gearbox has been faultless, easy to get into neutral when I wanted to. Clutch is lovely and light, so from a usability perspective there, it's really nice and easy. It really is. And it may weigh in, you know, over 200 kilograms or getting towards 240 kilograms, but on the road it doesn't feel heavy. I'll soon tell if it was, and it really isn't. We've gone onto a bumpy lane now, and it's really taken out the worst this road has to offer. So the screen is fixed position. There's others out there, such as the Sinnis T380 that does have an electric adjustable one. This is fixed. That could be something, you know, in future upgrades on this that might be changed. But it's fixed, but it's not annoying. It gives really good protection due to how tall this bike is. It really protects you from the worst. Feeling a few little bumps now, but this road is pretty bad for it. But it's not vibrating my bones to pieces, which is nice. So I'm grateful to the Terrain 380 for that. Now, as I was saying, now when it comes to that luggage, it is 105 litres of storage space from the 2 pannier boxes and the top box. All 3 are aluminium, but yeah, 105 litres, which is an extra, but it works out to about £255 extra for those top boxes, which is insanely cheap for top boxes as standard. Now the key will be a different key than the ignition key. So yeah, you might see there I've got my ignition key, and then I've got 2 little keys for the pannier and top boxes. But that's no big deal really. It would be nice for it to be the ignition key, but you can't get everything in life, can you? Especially at under £5 grand. Now the switch gear on this is more or less exactly the same as the Sinnis Terrain 125. Everything's in exactly the same place. I think the only difference is the electric start button on this is red, whereas opposed on the Terrain 125 it's black. Now if you fancy seeing a video just purely on the spec of the Terrain 380, then I do have a first impressions video which you can find in the description below. Just click that link and that'll take you through. Now if you enjoy the type of content we put out here at BikeMatters, which guys I really hope you do make sure to hit that subscribe button and ding that notification bell. But not just the YouTube channel. I'm being very active on Instagram at the moment, doing a lot of behind the scenes footage and photos, and it's also a really great way for fans of the channel to see what bikes are coming next, because we tend to get bikes a few weeks before the reviews come out. So if you go to BikeMatters team at Instagram, follow us there, you'll see a lot of behind the scenes stuff going on, and you'll see the bikes when they get delivered and how we're getting on with it weeks before the reviews come out. So yeah, go on over to Instagram at BikeMatters team and follow us, and I hope you enjoy our content. So what are the good bits and not so good bits of the Sinnis Terrain 380? Well, let's start off the not so good bits. The weight is one thing. On the road it's fine, but when you're getting towards 240 kilograms, that's quite weighty for an A2 bike, and is heavier than a lot of its competitors out there. So it would be good to get it a little bit lighter, closer to its competitors. 50 miles per gallon is okay, but it'd be so much better to have it, you know, towards 70, I think. It is 50 miles per gallon. I think doesn't shout great economy to you. What else? The finish on, say, the side stand, centre stand and the exhaust isn't that great. It's showing signs of wear and tear. It's going slightly browny orange. The rest of the bike finish I think is quite impressive. You know, Chinese production is getting better and better, and you know, Sinnis keep up in their game. But it's just the little bits like the side stand, centre stand and exhaust where it's a little bit lacking for me. What else is there? Well, the TFT dash is great. It really is, but I just think it could be designed a tad better and look better too. You get kind of mild glare on it at times, but it's not bad at all. I just think visually it could be a bit better. And what are the good bits? Well, the looks of the thing. We've got that GS style headlight which looks fantastic. The bodywork isn't too dissimilar from a Triumph Tiger, so you're onto a winning combination from a start. For an A2 bike that's £5 grand that looks like this, it's going to sell. It really is. The riding position is lovely and comfortable. The clutch is light. The gearbox is easy. The aluminium top boxes and panniers are so cheap. It's an absolute bargain. So yeah, there is a lot going for the Terrain 380. So yeah, they're my good bits and bad bits as a summary, and I think that's a good point to end this video. I really hope you've enjoyed it, everyone. If you have, please give it a like rating. We really appreciate it here at Bike Matters. If you've got any comments or questions about the Terrain 380 or any other videos you'd like to see from us, put that in the comments section below. Now, if you're not already subscribed to our channel and you're liking our content, go on, you've got this far, hit that subscribe button and also ding that notification bell so that you're notified when our videos hit YouTube. Thank you so much for watching, everybody, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.